Hello everyone, right, so we're going to be carrying on with fractions today, and we're going to be looking at how we would write one number as a fraction of another. So you'll see what I mean by that in a second. Right, so let's say we've got a group of 4 people and 2 of those people want to go get ice cream. What fraction of the group want to get ice cream? So we're going to do this in a couple of key steps. So firstly, we've got a diagram over here. I'm just going to circle it and see if that helps you just to get a sense of it. So 2 of those 4 people want to go get ice cream. So some of you might be able to spot already what you think the fraction is. And let's just think about it a slightly different way. So imagine we have a circle. So our group is 4 people. So if we had, that would be split into 4. So 2 of those want to get ice cream. So that is 2 in the group want to go get ice cream. What fraction of the group is this? So we've got 2 out of the total of 4, so that is 2 out of 4. So what we're going to write is, where we've got this big wordy thing, we're just going to write the key information. What fraction of 4 is 2? So we've got 2 out of, so I'm going to write 2 out of 4 want to get ice cream, and then we're going to write 2 fourths or 2 quarters, because this is, we've got 2 out of 4. So while this is correct, it's not actually our final answer. You might be able to see why it's not. So if you can't see why it's not, just have a moment to think about it. Why is this not our very final answer? It's because it's not simplified fully. So 2 and 4, they can both divide by 2. So to get it to be fully simplified, we divide by 2, which gives us 1 there. We also divide by 2 here to give us 2. So our final answer is 1/2. So going back to the original question, 2 out of 4 is the same as 1/2. So 2 out of 4 is the same as 1/2. Okay, so slightly different now. There's a group of 6 people and 5 of them want to go and get ice cream. The question, what fraction of the group is this? So again, quite a wordy question. Let's just condense it down a little bit. What fraction of 6 is 5? So we've got 5 out of the 6 in the group. So we've got 5 out of 6. So let's write that, 5 out of 6. So we can see it's out of 6. So that tells us that the bottom of the fraction is going to be 6, because it's 5 out of 6. So because it's out of 6, that's our denominator of the fraction. And the number of them we have, that tells us the top of the fraction, so 5/6. And so this is correct. Can we simplify it down at all? Actually, no, we can't, because there isn't any numbers apart from 1 that you can divide 5 by and divide 6 by. So our final answer is just 5/6 for this one, so we don't even need to simplify this. It's as simple as writing 5 over 6. So it's however many there is divided by, it's however many want to get ice cream divided by however many there is in total. So one last one with people and ice cream. So 8 people want to get ice cream out of 12. So we've got 8 out of 12. So let's circle them. So 8 out of 12. So again, writing it as a sort of a simpler one sentence thing. What fraction of 12 is 8? So we've got 12 in total. So the denominator of the fraction is going to be 12, or the bottom of the fraction is 12. That's how many it's out of. And the number we have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8 out of 12. So 8 out of 12, 8 out of 12. So this is correct, but we can still simplify. So let's do that over here. So 8 out of 12. How can we simplify that? So we can divide, what can we divide the top and the bottom by? We can divide them both by 4. So that gives us 2 over Okay, so 2/3 is our answer. So 8 is 2/3 of 12. That's what that tells us. Okay, so now I'm going to do one and then you're going to do one after. So you're going to watch me do this one, pause, and then have a go at doing this one on the right on your own. So what fraction of £80 is £20? So we're going to write 20 out of 80. So we can see that it's out of 80. So what that means is our denominator of the fraction is going to be 80. So the bottom of the fraction will be 80. And we're looking for 20 out of 80. So our top of the fraction is going to be 20. And so this is correct, but we wouldn't get the full marks for it yet because we've not simplified. So what can we divide 20 by and divide 80 by? Well, both of them divide by 10, so we'll do that one. So that gives us 2 over 8. Can we simplify any more? Sometimes you will divide it by something like this and then you can divide it a bit more. We can in this case. So 2 and 8, what can we divide both of them by? We can actually divide them both by 2. So that gives us 1 on the top of the fraction, 4 on the bottom of the fraction. So a quarter. So 20 is a quarter of 80. So we've written 20 out of 80 as a fraction. 20 out of 80 is a quarter. Right, so now I'd like to pause the video. You can use the example over here, so use this, but I want you to try and work through this one on your own. So pause the video now and I'll go through this one just when you've had a go. Okay, so you should have paused and had a go at that now. If you've not done that yet, go do that. Right, so what fraction of £40 is £8? So we've got 8 out of 40. So because it's out of 40, that tells us the bottom of the fraction is going to be 40. It's out of 40. And we have 8. So 8 out of 40, and top of the fraction is going to be 8. So we've got our fraction now, 8/40. Now what we're going to do is simplify, because if we don't simplify, we get some method marks for getting it right, but we don't get the full mark. So let's see if we can simplify. So divide by 8, divide by 8. That gives us 1 on the top, 5 on the bottom. We picked 8 because 8 can divide by 8. 8 can divide 8 and divide 40. So we get 1/5 as our answer. So 8 is 1/5 of 40. So well done if you managed to get that. If you didn't quite get that, go through on the next example as well and just practice that one before I do it and then make sure you can do it. So another example similar. So give 35 kilograms as a fraction of 50 kilograms. So we're going to work out 35 out of 50. And we're going to work that out as a fraction. So 35 out of 50. So it's out of 50, so the bottom of the fraction is going to be 50. And we've got 35 out of 50, so our top of the fraction will be 35. So now, this is correct, but it can be simplified. So what can divide 35 and divide 50? 5. So 35 divided by 5, that gives us 7. And 50 divided by 5 gives us 10. So 7/10 is our answer. So 35 is 7/10 of 50. Okay, so now I'd like to pause, have a go at this one over here, and I'm going to go through it, and then when you've got your answer, unpause and then check that you've got the same as me. So we're going to give 45 as a fraction of 90. So we're going to work out what 45 out of 90 is as a fraction. So it's out of 90, so the bottom of the fraction is going to be 90 because it's out of 90. And we've got 45, so it's 45 out of 90. We can write that as a fraction, 45 out of 90. So now, while this is correct, it's not our final answer because it's not simplified. So what can we divide 45 and 90 by? There's a couple of different options you can go for. I'm going to do it in 2 steps though. So I'm going to divide by 9. Because 9 can divide 90 and divide 45, so that gives us 5 on the top and 10 on the bottom. Okay, so now we're still not fully simplified yet because there's still a number that can divide both of these. So see if you can spot that. If you have done, well done. 5. So 5 divided by 5 gives us 1. 10 divided by 5 gives us 2. So 45 is 1/2 of 90. Okay, so now I'd like you to go and have a go at question 1 on the sheet. So pause the video now, go have a go at that. So this is similar to the examples we've done so far. If you need any more practice, either skip back, rewatch the video, or have a go and then check your answer against the mark scheme and see if you can work out where you've gone wrong. So pause the video now, go have a go at question 1 on the sheet. When you've done that, come back to the video and we're going to go through one that's like question 2. Okay, so question 2 is a little bit different. So if you've had a quick look before, you'll see the difference is that there's different units. So sometimes it's in days and weeks, or sometimes it's in months and years. So we'll go through a couple like that just to get some practice. Okay, so looking at this one, so I'm going to go through this one on the left. You're going to then pause and have a go at the one over here and see if you can work it out. So the problem here is we've got 3 months and we've got 2 years. So what we've been doing so far is saying, okay, so we've got 3 out of 2, but the problem is it's not 3 out of 2 because this one's years and this one's months, so they're not the same thing. So what we need to do is first convert them to being the same. So 2 years, we need to know how many months that is. So we know that there's 12 months in a year, so it's 2 times 12 months, so that is 24 months. So what, instead of having 3 out of 2, what we actually have is 3 out of 24, because it's 3 months out of 24 months. So 3 out of 24. So it's out of 24, so the bottom of our fraction is going to be 24, and it's 3 out of 24, so the top of the fraction is going to be 3. So if you got to this point, you'd probably have got 2 out of the 3 marks, so you're well on the way there. What do we need to do last? I'm sure some of you have worked out, it's simplifying. So what can we divide the top and the bottom by? So we can divide both of them by 3. We end up with 1 over 8. And that is our final answer. 3 months is 1/8 of 2 years. Right, so now I'd like to pause and have a go at this one. So remember, you're starting off converting the units. So with this one, maybe get them both to being days and then go from there. Right, so we've got 3 weeks. We want to know how many days this is because this one is in days. So 3 weeks, how many days are there in a week? 7. So 3 weeks is 3 times 7 equals 21 days. So we know that 3 weeks is 21 days, so we've got 6 days out of 21 days. So now we've got days for both, we can carry on. So we've got 6 out of 21. So because it's out of 21, that tells us the bottom of the fraction will be 21. And we've got 6 days out of 21 days. So it'll be 6 out of 21. So again, at this point you'll be on 2 out of the 3 marks. What else do we need to do? simplifying like we always check. So divide by 3 and divide by 3, so that gives us 2 over 7. So 6 days is 2/7 of 3 weeks. So I should make that big. 3 weeks. So if you didn't quite get that, go through, just re-watch that last example just to check you're happy with it. If you are, then you can go on to question 2. So with question 2, it's a similar idea. You'll just see that the units are different. So this one's days, this one weeks, this one's pence, this one pounds. So you're going to have to convert one before you can do it. So have a go at this one on the sheet. Again, the answers are there, so check your answers as you're going along. And if you finish this within time, also have a go at the extension, which is about to pop up on the screen as well. Okay, so if you're happy with that, have a go at the sheet. If you've finished in enough time, have a go at the extension as well. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.